Hello, Dan Davis, President and co-founder of ADK Wealth Advisory Group and co-founder of Financial Planning World. In keeping with our series on financial planning topics, if you look at the College for Financial Planning, so people who are certified financial planners, protection planning is one of the really key areas. Today we're going to drill down into the property and casualty portion of protection planning. So what are sort of the essence of property and casualty? It's car insurance, homeowners insurance, and umbrella policy. Almost everyone that I come across, it's obvious that they need car insurance and they need homeowners. But it's that umbrella that I see people lacking more often than not. If you think of it kind of as a puzzle, I'll tell you a story. So I had a client that was worth probably $1.5 million, another client that was worth just a little bit less than that, investable assets plus their house. I had told both of them to get their coverage, where when you did the coverage on the car plus the umbrella, and you looked at the house plus the umbrella, that it would exceed their net worth. One client did, one client did not. This is real life. And both of them had car accidents and both got sued. The client that had the umbrella coverage, because what umbrella coverage does is it fits on top of your car and home in a way that if you get sued, they come after the coverage and the value of the umbrella, not after your home. Obviously, there's some footnotes to that I'll come back to later. But in non-drunk driving kind of things, just a normal everyday car accident, that's how it would play out. The client that had the coverage had to go to a law office in Clayton, Missouri one time, spent several hours there going through the process of talking with both lawyers on both sides and giving their testimony. No cost out of pocket to them other than to pay to park and the time. My other client, who I don't know whether it was they were being cheap or just too busy or ignoring the advice, did not have the umbrella policy. Car accident, cell phone rang, wife answered the phone, car in front stopped, smashed in. Over a 2-year time, they went to court over 5 times. Now, I want you to imagine the amount of stress that you have leading up to knowing that you're going to court, the legal cost that you have, and then the at-risk amount that you have that if you are proven to be negligent and they come after your assets. That's what they were facing. Now, fast forward time, a client that had the coverage spent about 2 hours, maybe $5 to park. Client that didn't have the umbrella coverage, enormous amounts of stress, spent over $50,000 of their own personal money in legal fees. Now, thank God, when it all came out, they were proven to be that it was their fault, but they did not end up losing assets. So the stress, the number of court appearances, over half of which they showed up, and it was a continuance, so what a mind game that is. Umbrella coverage isn't like the savior of your property and casualty, but it is a critical component in your financial planning. And again, our belief is that you should have car plus umbrella exceeding your net worth, home plus umbrella exceeding your net worth. The last thing I would do to put a bow on this topic is when you go to purchase these types of insurance products, you either have an agent model or a broker model. An agent model means they represent a company, and when you go to them, they're going to bring you their company's product. There are companies like State Farm, I'm drawing a blank on the other one, but long story short, there's 2 or 3 companies that fall into that category that I think are really high quality that our clients use, that I would not steer them from the agent model to what I think is the superior model, which is the broker. But if they don't already have that, the broker model is what I prefer, because the broker means they don't represent a particular company. They go out and shop it around. That's who I use. I use a broker through Crane Agency. That's a guy I grew up playing soccer with. The long and short of it is that about every 3 to 5 years we end up changing because they're raising rates and he finds a better rate with the same kind of coverage. So umbrella policy and the broker model are the 2 things that I would say would be the key takeaways. And summarizing, thank you for your time. The financial planning series will continue, so continue following us on Facebook and LinkedIn, or if you're a financial advisor looking for that type of information, go to financialplanningworld.com. We have a series of tutorials and whatnot that I think will be valuable for you. Signing off from our St. Louis office, Dan Davis, have a great day.